All right, guys. This is the last section in this chapter. I don't know where that goes, but it's not right there. No, hers is right there. Guys, this is the last section, but it's where people fall apart because it's now you have 4 formulas that all have the word compounded in them. Right? Look at your formula sheet. So, looking at your formula sheet, on simple interest, how do I know when to use this one? It says simple interest. If you need to write that on your paper, write that on your paper. It will say simple interest. It doesn't say simple interest. APY will say APY. Josh, take your headphones off your head. Take them off. What's your grade in this class? Take your headphones off. It's so disrespectful. Do you want me to have a whole other conversation with someone else while you're trying to talk to me? Do you want me to watch a movie while you're trying to talk to me? How much do you think I'm paying attention to you if that happens? I'm not. You're never going to catch everything. You guys all think you can multitask to no end and listen to music and watch movies and learn stuff at the same time. No, you can't. You cannot. You miss things. Do you understand? And it is so incredibly rude to listen to music while I am trying to talk to you, while I'm trying to teach you. If you have headphones in your ears, whether the music is on or off, I don't want them in your ears. It is rude and disrespectful. Let that be a life lesson to you guys. Do you understand? It's very rude. It's so rude. Rude. Life lesson. It's disrespectful. Yeah. Frustrating. All right. Back to your formula sheet. So first 2, they will literally say that in the problem. The bottom 4, do you see they all have N in them? Which means when I read the problem, they will all say compounded whatever. They will all say the words compounded daily, compounded weekly, compounded monthly, yearly, whatever. They will all say that. So that does not tell me which formula it is. And some of you are still looking at that going, oh, it says compounded. No, they all are going to say it. What are the middle 2? What am I solving for? Nope. Balance. Thank you, Mary. It literally says B equals. Do you guys see that? If you need to circle it and write balance on there, do that. Okay? The middle 2 formulas will solve for the ending balance. What do the bottom 2 solve for? The principal. The principal, like how much do I need to deposit? That's what it's asking for. What is known? Look where the B is. In the formula. I'll know the balance. So if you read carefully, they shouldn't be too bad to determine which one's which. But what happens? Do you guys read carefully? No, we don't. We like skate over top of it. You guys don't take more than like 5 seconds to read something. Elena? No. If I would, on these bottom 4, if I would ask you to solve for variables within the formula, you'd have to use logarithms. And I'm willing to bet if you didn't take Algebra 2, you didn't learn logarithms. I'll say, Alex, I know you learned them. I know you've learned them. Yeah. So that is, yes. So that is not, we're not solving for other things, okay? We are literally plugging numbers in, and we are getting our answer. But if you use the wrong formula, it's going to be wrong. All right. So for guys, for today on these present values, where I am solving for the principal, I don't know. I'm going to be asking how much should I deposit. I'm going to have also single deposit and periodic. Okay, I'm going to have both. So you have to read very carefully. So present value, what that actually means, it's the current value of a deposit that is made in the present time. So some great examples. So what does it mean? Sometimes examples make more sense than anything else. So what does it mean to calculate the present value of a single deposit investment? The example here, how much should I deposit into an account now so that I have $10,000 in 20 years? So it's asking, how much should I deposit? So it's asking for that principal. What's the balance? 10,000. I know what the end goal is, but I don't know how much I should put in there now. Presently, how much do I put in so that I can have 10,000? Okay. Notice this just says, how much should I deposit? Does that mean once or many times? How much should I deposit? Once. That's single. Whereas down here, how much should I deposit monthly? Yes. We've got to pay attention, okay? Read carefully. Just like last night's homework, it would have said, I was, depositing $500 per week, blah, 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 right? So you have to read. Does it say I just deposited it and it didn't specify? Or does it say I deposited it like monthly, weekly, daily, whatever? Okay, you have to read careful. Haley? Yes. Yeah, but no. Yeah, you could. All right. So there's your formula. Isn't it pretty? Smell. It's pretty. But again, do you see the same variables? You probably see some similarities to things too, right? You always have that r over n. You got that exponent nt. Like you see all this. If you are, I think it's on there actually. No, the other one is. If you're a scientific calculator person, again, you're going to want to add those extra parentheses to the top and bottom. If you're a scientific calculator person, okay. Yeah, if you have one wrong parenthesis, it blows up in your face. That's why I like the graphing ones, because you can literally see it, and it should look exactly in your calculator it does on your paper, so it's easier to recognize. Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. Johnson know that in 6 years, their daughter Anne will attend state college. She will need about $20,000 for the first year's tuition. How much should the Johnsons deposit into an account that yields 5% interest, compounded annually, in order to have that amount? Round your answer to the nearest $1,000. All right, so reading through that, before we even talk about formulas, and I know I put it on there for you, but I need you to start to recognize how I know which one I'm going to use. Tomorrow in class, you're going to work on an activity that's just 3-7 and 3-8, so just those bottom 4 formulas tomorrow. And that's going to be tough, because you're going to have to read carefully to know which one's which. So looking through here, let's kind of just talk through the parts and pieces we have. So I have 6 years. What's that? That's time. So t equals 6. I know that, right? So t equals 6. Let's see. She'll need $20,000. That's my balance. I know how much I need. I need $20,000. Okay, how much should I deposit into account that yields 5% interest? What's that? That's my R. R equals 0.05. It's compounded annually. N equals 1 in order to have that amount. All right, so knowing that I have the B, would you use a formula that says B equals? No, I'm not solving for B. I know I need to solve for P. That's the part I don't know, so that's what I want to use. So how do I know whether to use the single or to use the periodic? The fact that it says compounded means nothing as far as which formula to use. Right. This one just says, how much should they deposit? That's just once. It would say, how much should they deposit monthly? How much should they deposit yearly? It doesn't say that, so it's just once. So that's how I know it's the single one. So P equals the balance, which was 20,000, over parentheses 1 plus my rate, 0.05, over n, which is 1, and then n times t. Oh, 6 years. Yep. All right, again, grab your calculators, guys. We want to make sure whatever calculator you're using at home is the one that we're using here. That's a 1. All right, so again, on the graphing one, I would start with a fraction. All right, green button, y equals, enter, put that fraction in first. All right, so we should have $14,924.31. So if they wanted to put money in now so that in 6 years they have enough for their daughter for college, they'd have to put in $14,924.31 now. But that would grow to $20,000 in just 6 years. So it's better than just coming up with 20,000, right? Okay. Questions here? Jada just graduated from college. She wants $100,000 in her savings account after 10 years. How much must she deposit in that account now at a 3.8% interest rate, compounded daily, in order to meet that goal? All right. So she wants $100,000. What is that? That's your balance. After 10 years, what's that? That's T. How much must she deposit? Is that single or periodic? Single. It just said how much must she deposit. It didn't say monthly, weekly, blah, blah, blah. It just said how much deposit. That's going to be single. 3.8%. That's your R. And it is compounded daily. What's that? N equals. But do you see that I am not looking at compounded to know which formula it is? That does not tell me which one, because 4 of them will all say compounded something in them. So P equals, the balance is 100,000 over 1 plus my rate, 0.038, the N, which is 365, and then 365 times 10. It's my exponent. Try again. So you have to put in $1 million now to have 100,000 in 10 years? It's losing money? It's not a very good account. Principal should be $68,387.49. So I would have to deposit over $68,000 now. 10 years then, that would actually grow to $100,000. Oh, round to the nearest dollar. Yes, so that would stay a 7. Did, didn't I? On the first one, round your answer to the nearest 1,000. That'd be 15,000. Right? I'm just seeing if you're paying attention. Isn't that what you guys always say? Aaron?
I never say that. I always say I'm wrong.
Aaron? So the next one, and that one extra pretty. So pretty. Again, I have all the same variables. My balance goes in my problem, so I'll know what the balance is. I won't know how much to actually deposit now. Okay, this is periodic. So on your green formula sheets, I know I talked to some of you yesterday. I was hoping that you would circle single and periodic on here and circle them on these next ones or highlight, just so it stands out to you that they are different. One's a single, one's a periodic. One's a single, one's a periodic. Yes. All right. Scientific calculator people need those extra parentheses, top and bottom, again. So. All right. Nick wants to install central air conditioning in his home in 3 years. He estimates the total cost to be $15,000. How much? That's really expensive.
Yeah.
It seems really high. Seems high.
I mean, $5,000 is understandable with the unit and all the piping and all that.
Right.
It never.
But 15?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot. He's getting ripped off. Maybe he needs all the piping and it's going to cost a lot to put it in
Probably
there.
built a house, but if he just lives in the warehouse, there's no way it's 15 grand.
Either way, he's getting ripped off. But let's help him save for that.
But he's going to be.
All right. How much must he deposit monthly? Do you see that? How much must he deposit monthly? It actually has a time frame there. Into an account that pays 4% interest compounded monthly in order to have enough money. Round to the nearest $100. So again, looking through here, it says 3 years. What's that? That's T. He estimates total cost to be $15,000. What's that? That's your balance. That's B. How much must he deposit monthly? Single or periodic? That is periodic. It actually has a period right there, right? It says monthly. Into an account that pays 4% interest. That's your R. Compounded monthly. N equals 12 in order to have enough money. So even though if you can go through and you can finally, like, this is this, this is this, this is this, you still have to pick the right formula. What variable do you not have? I don't have P. So that means I need to pick a formula that says solve for P. So, okay. And we already established it was periodic, so it's going to be that one. So P equals my balance, which is 15,000, parentheses, 0.04 over 12 on the bottom, 1 plus 0.04 over 12 to the 12 times 3 power minus 1. Again, type this in, Luke. Make sure that you can actually get this to work. Good. Good. No recognition. Nice job, guys. All right. So $392.86. Nearest 100 would be 400. Does it make sense? Because he should put in $400 per month. If he puts away $400 a month, then in 3 years he'll have enough money. Well, if I round it up to 400, yes, it'll be slightly more than 15,000. Yes. Yes. Right, what? You could if you want, right? $400 per month. That helps you out. I'm okay though. Interest, hon. He's earning interest. So you could go back to your other formulas that start B equals. And if you plugged in 400 for the principal in that one and compounded it, you should end up, it would be more than 15,000 because we rounded up on that. All right, example 4, last one. Sunny needs to repay her school loan in 4 years. How much must she semi-annually deposit into an account that pays 3.9% interest compounded semi-annually to have $100,000 to repay the loan? College is not cheap. I just paid off my student loans finally this year. Woo! This is my 16th year of teaching, and I just paid off my student loans. Granted, that's a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. It's both. But still, that's a lot. It's done. What? How much is what? A bachelor's is a 4-year degree and a master's is a 2-year. Yeah, it's 6 years. It didn't take me that long, but it's 6 years. You have to have a bachelor's in order to get a master's. Yeah, you have to have, it's like it builds upon. Yeah. Josh. That's good. Oh yeah, I didn't say I went into the job that pays me the best for my schooling. Yeah. You like that? See, you got that. All right, here we go. So 4 years. That is T. How much must she semi-annually deposit? Single or periodic? Periodic. Are you noticing that it's always a word right after or before the word deposit? If there is no word there, it is a single. Yes. All right. 3.9% interest. This is your R. Compounded semi-annually. N equals 2. And what's the 100,000? That's my B. What variable am I missing? I'm missing P. So use a formula that says P equals. That's the one you're missing. And we already said it was periodic. So P equals my balance, 100,000. No. 0.039 over 2. Okay. The answer is, you already got an answer? Hey guys, I do want to point out to you, the activity tomorrow that you guys are going to do, if you do not write down your formulas, I'm not going to give you credit. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get something wrong, and then you're going to ask for help, and I'm going to go, which formula did you use? And you're going to go, I don't know. Or you can be like Cameron, who uses the right formula. She just types it in wrong. Or she just forgets the denominator. All right, so she would have to deposit over $11,600 every, semi-annual, so twice a year, in order to pay off her student loans in that amount of time. That's a lot. I don't have that much extra every 6 months. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, let's hope she makes good money.